Well, all right, all right. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the Power Call. This is Dr. Cheryl Clark, and I'm excited to be with you. I hope you're revving up this morning because I am revving up for you. I am excited. Go tell someone that Dr. Cheryl Clark is live. Yes, it's Tuesday, so that means that I am live, getting ourselves ready for this morning, getting ourselves ready for this evening, this whatever we're getting ready to come into today. I want to prepare us. So on these power calls, this is what we do. We come here just for a couple of minutes and we ground ourselves. In whatever we're going to be doing today, we ground ourselves. This is giving you power to walk powerfully through your day. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the declaration. If you haven't gotten your book, the Girl You Cute book, you need this in your life, and go share it with people. Go have a conversation with people about it. And right there in the very beginning of the book, it has the Speak Your Power Now declaration, which we're going to go through together. I want you to take a comfortable seat, and I want you to begin to take a long, slow, deep breath in through the nostrils and exhale that out. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in through the nostrils once again and exhale that out. Today, I reclaim my power of purpose. Today, I declare that I have unshakable faith and confidence in my uniqueness. Today, I declare that I never live in fear, but with power, love, and a sound mind. Today, I declare that I always communicate with words to empower myself and others. Today, I declare to always honor myself by living in the present and living powerfully in each moment. Amen and Ashe. All right, so that is the Speak Your Power Now declaration. If you are here for the very first time, I'm Dr. Cheryl Clark, the founder of Speak Your Power Now, and the curator of finding your space and knowing your power and standing in your power. That's what I believe that we all have in common. Sometimes we don't realize our power inside of us. So I'm here every day, every Tuesday I come, and this moment is to be able for you to understand who you are. So today, I want to share with you just a little bit in just a moment of how you could begin to rewrite the story and flip the script for someone else. Flip it, because this is where you could begin to see how someone else, you may have been living in a space where you may have been living someone else's life. See, this story you have been living didn't just start with you, and you didn't choose it, possibly. You didn't even write it, possibly. You possibly inherited it. And maybe it came from a parent, maybe it came from a teacher, maybe it came from a moment that you needed just to protect yourself. Instead of you moving through pain today, I want to show you how you can reclaim your voice today. And reclaiming your voice becomes a space where you can now stand in your power, speak with power. See, the voices that you began to see yourself in, the voices that you believe, who am I? Who am I becoming? Who am I believing? What is my life? What is my script? See, let me tell you something, sister. I want you to know that you've been doing this for far too long. And over time, the story has become normal to you. Even when it hurt you, even when it made you feel small. See, those stories that you reworked in your life, you've made them to be true because you repeated them. See, in psychology, we call them cognitive distortions, which means that the brain has made it patterned for you to be okay with the pain. And even with, and quite frankly, it's kind of messed up, right? When you saying you moving through that and saying, "Oh, I always mess up," or "I'm too much," or "I'm not enough." But guess what? The facts are those scripts that you've been doing and going through, you can flip them today. You can flip them. You do not have to keep acting the same way. You don't have to keep moving the same way. Listen, if you gave your line in the book, we talk about this. If you heard this before, you're too much, you're not enough, you're too loud, you're too emotional, calm down. You're just like your mother, you'll never make it. Those things that we keep hearing over and over and over. Don't speak it unless you can understand, is this me really speaking? See, the first time you heard maybe these things, it probably stung. And the 20th, the 30th time you probably heard it, you probably believed it. And that's how it works. It repeats over time, and internally, it gets to play an internal soundtrack in your head. And it becomes very familiar to you. And that's what the brain does. It keeps repeating the messages over and over and over. The brain, it forms a pathway, a repetition. And in psychology, we call that neuroplasticity, where the brain, doesn't understand that the brain just, it really, it keeps you from hearing that it's shame. And you start living the fact of, this is my truth. And you start believing it. Your brain can relearn how to train yourself to know that you matter. And today I want you to, let's slow it down just a little bit. Cheryl, you said some big words there. So I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. And I want you to look at in your life what has been running in the background of your mind. Maybe it's been too huge for you to even find your voice. And maybe it's not loud, but maybe it's your thinking, your decisions, your relationship, your career that feels like you're stuck in that area. And in this moment, I want you just to look where you can find a little power. Because you can shift that story. You can shift that story right now, right where you are. Even if you hear it whispering, you can heal that story. You can heal what they've been saying about you. Maybe you, like I said in the very beginning, you're too much, you're too loud, whatever it is. You can rewrite it. And you can rewrite it so well that you can become the author of your story. So bring it to life. What is that one thing? Just take one thing that they may have said about you. Mine was, I'm too loud. But I found out that my voice was a gift. See, in the Girl You Cute book, what it talks about is you are not what they called you. You are not the sum total of what they said about you. You are not stuck in that version of you. What I need you to know is that you're not broken, you're becoming. That's what I need you to know. You got to allow yourself to shift. You got to allow yourself to grow. You got to allow yourself to say, I'm not standing in that story anymore. And that's what a lot of times that I found out when with my clients in therapeutic services, I found out the younger version of yourself, the one that who first heard that lie about yourself, she didn't know. She didn't know that it wasn't true. She just needed to find a safe space so she can grow. And that she just needed love. And guess what? We can all heal those inner child wounds. And today, you get to go and give her the words that she needs for safety now. And you can rewrite your own story, like I said. So let's do this right now, right where you are. It's going to have a powerful day, right? If you find yourself always saying, I always mess up. See, no, your new truth is, I'm still learning, and that's powerful. If you feel like you don't belong, the one thing you can say is, when I walk into rooms, I was born like this uniquely myself. You don't have to be like everybody else. Some people say, are you too sensitive? My sensitivity is my superpower. Shift it into whatever else that you can do for your superpower. I feel like if you have too much sympathy or too much if you feel like people feel like you're too sensitive, you can say, listen, I find ways that I have empathy for others. See, this is where you could begin to move powerfully in your day, rewiring your brain. It's not woo-woo, it's science too. So you can begin to change your story in this space right now. So let's declare it. Let's leave you with a powerful declaration. I can change my story, or I can change the story I've been telling myself. Say it again. Let's hit it deeper so I can hit your nervous system. I can change the story, my story that I've been telling myself. It isn't just a new thought. You're going to create these new pathways of forming not just these decisions, not just these sentences or these declarations, but your decision to say, I'm no longer going to live someone else's lie. I'm no longer going to live under someone else's unhealed business. I'm making a decision to move with power and not fear. I'm making a decision to not shrink, to make others comfortable. I'm making a decision to speak with power, move with power. And I want you to use your voice to empower yourself and others. See, your story is still being written, knowing that you're the author of it. Include your words. Keep talking to yourself. This is why I said that your voice matters. Self-talk is still talk. Your body hears what you say to yourself. So never disempower yourself with these internal strips again. So let's end our day, today's call, with understanding that those old chapters or chapters is a script, the script that possibly made you feel small. And the next chapter of your life is all about power. It's all about standing in your power, speaking with power. It's all about being fully moving in your healing. And you don't have to raw, you can just rewrite it. Meaning saying what's true to you. So here's your thing that you're going to go on today. My story is still being written, and I am my author. I'm no longer stuck in these old chapters, and I'm not obligated to read from anybody else's book but my own. All right? So let's flip the script today. I want you to identify whatever lie they told you, name the new truth, say it out loud 3 times, and write somewhere that you can see it on a post-it right in front of you. And join this community. And be sure to understand, let me know the next chapter, because I know it's powerful, I know it's wholeness, and I know it's healed. So remember more than you can ever know that, girl, you cute. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me on today. I really enjoyed you. Share the link. Let people know that I'm here. And this is the reason why we're joining together, to know and share the message that, girl, you're cute and you're powerful. Until next time, have a great one.
You are enough. Your voice is divine. Now speak.